Hey, are you okay? I see you a little worried. Well, the truth is that I'm not well. My father has been fired from work, and he is having a hard time finding anything. Because they ask for either certificates or degrees that they do not have. He knows how to do his job, but he does not have any document that proves what he knows how to do. I understand, but you know that this has a solution. Do you know the ACREDITA application? No. Well, ACREDITA is a process to obtain an official accreditation that recognizes the skills you have acquired through your work experience or through non-formal courses. This process consists of 4 parts. The first, submission of an application. The second, personalized advice. The third, evaluation by a commission. And finally, accreditation and registration of competency. Yes, but this whole process will surely take you at least a year. No, it has a maximum duration of 6 months. But how much is this going to cost you? That's the best thing because it's free. Ah, well. And what do you need to restart the application? Well, to start the application you need to access the ACREDITA application of the Xunta de Galicia. For this, it is necessary that you have the SHA 365, an electronic ID or a digital certificate. It is also advisable that you have documentation on hand, such as a report of working life, certificates that prove your training, a copy of the employment contract or certificates from the company in which you acquire the work experience. And how can I find out which center can be accredited at? That's easy. On the ACREDITA website, there's a specific section of centers that offer this type of process. I don't know. I think it's all a bit confusing. Yes, it is, but some students from the University of Santiago have made a magnificent tutorial where they explain how to prepare this application. Let's take a look. Let's go.
ApplicationData.time. Once you access the system, you must create a new application and enter the required data. In the section dedicated to the data of the application, you will complete all the required fields. It is important that each of the sections of the application is saved. One of the pieces of information requested is the Social Security affiliation number. If you do not have one, you must specify the reason, such as being a refugee. With regard to the employment situation, you must indicate your current status and the duration in it. If your experience includes having worked as a freelancer, it is important to point this out. With regard to the documentation submitted, there is an option for those over 25 years of age who cannot certify their training or work experience. In this section, you must include all relevant documentation reflecting your situation, as well as any courses or diplomas you hold. Units of competence. In this section, you must specify the units of competence that you wish to accredit. It is important to note that each application must only include units that belong to the same professional family. For accreditation of competences from different professional families, it is possible to submit several applications simultaneously. Once the professional family has been selected, the corresponding qualification must be chosen, which will be associated with certain units of competence. According to your answers, you will be told which units of competence you can accredit and which modules of training cycles, certificates, or professional qualifications you could validate if you pass the procedure for accreditation of competences. Formation. In the section corresponding to training, it is necessary to include all the data and information requested, making sure to comply with the minimum of 300 hours of training established. Experience. In the experience section, the data of the company and the worker will be requested. Here you will have the option of attaching a copy of the employment contract or company certificate. Regardless of the option chosen, it will be mandatory to complete Annex 2. Professional and training history. This section is not essential for the submission of the application, but it is recommended to do it to obtain the CV in Europass format. If you wish to cover it, you must provide all the information related to academic modules and qualifications, as well as driving licenses, language certificates, certificates of professionalism, professional cards, and other aspects related to communicative, organizational, management, digital, and personal skills. Regarding communication skills, they must mention all the languages they master. In the section on organizational skills, you can report on your participation in organizational processes in companies. And in terms of digital skills, they will be able to point out their ability to use specific programs such as Excel. Curriculum vitae. Once all the necessary fields are completed, you will be able to access the Resume tab and use the print option to get an organized document with all the information included in the application. Close and submit the application. Finally, you will proceed to close and submit the accreditation application. It is very important to close so that the whole process is saved.